Pamela Clark shifted uncomfortably on the back seat of the car and inched closer to the door and away from the young man sitting next to her, who'd edged a bit too close during the short journey. She pulled her raincoat tight over her knees and gazed out of the window. It was a few minutes after 10 o'clock, and there was something about London in the blackout that she quite liked. The city had an unusually peaceful atmosphere and was far quieter than usual, as if soundproofed. She thought about Will Drysdale's question. No, she hadn't seen a man die as such, but she had seen her grandfather a couple of hours before he died and a few minutes after, and on both occasions it looked as if he was peacefully asleep. But she didn't think this was the answer her colleague was after, so she said no, she'd never seen a man die.
"It's not a pleasant business, I can assure you, Miss Clark. Whether we get to witness it depends on how our chat with the poor fellow goes first, eh?"
A few hours earlier, Pamela Clark had been summoned to the office of their boss, Lieutenant Commander James McConnell, at the Invasion Warning Subcommittee in the old War Office building in Whitehall. He explained he'd just received a message from the governor of Pentonville Prison. A German spy, a Dutchman going by the name of Gerrit Hendricks, arrested in Kent in June soon after landing in a dinghy, convicted of espionage under Section 1 of the Treachery Act in a secret trial at the Old Bailey last month, and due to hang at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now wants us to know that Gerrit Hendricks is not his real name, and his code name is Agent Tallinn, and is imploring us to bring someone from British intelligence to meet him, as he has important information to share about the German invasion.
"You'd better go and see this chap, Pamela,"
McConnell suggested as he stood awkwardly by her desk after handing her the message.
"Very much your area. You've investigated all these other spies they've sent over, haven't you?"
"Very well, sir, and—"
"Not that I don't trust you implicitly, but take Drysdale with you. Always useful to have another pair of ears there. I know he's not terribly experienced and has rubbed one or two people up the wrong way, but he's a bright enough chap and speaks decent German."
"As do I, sir. Can you hand me that file behind you, please? The dark green one. Thank you." She opened it and leafed through its contents. "You say his execution is in the morning?"
"Yes, at 8 o'clock. Doesn't give one terribly long, does it?"
"No, sir, almost certainly not long enough. Is there any possibility of delaying the execution if we find we need longer with him?"
"Most unlikely, I'm afraid. This has come up before. The Home Office is always most reluctant to postpone an execution, to the point of outright refusal. The imminence of their execution tends to have a dramatic effect on these Nazi spies. They'll do anything to delay their death. Human nature, I suppose. The most we tend to get, though, is second-rate information of which we're already well aware."